Before we begin Mass, I invite Roger Ledina, Nicole's father, to please come up and share words of remembrance.
So, as I reflect back over the 19 years of Nicole's life, and especially the past 2 weeks since her passing, I can honestly say she lived. She lived. She loved, and she mattered. Despite her young age, Nicole possessed a wisdom beyond her years. She believed and lived her life, knowing that the secret of living a life of success and happiness came down to very simple and basic principles of faith, love, passion, courage, connection, service to others. Everyone matters, and do the right thing. Our family knew Nicole was special because she had this big heart, that light, and that positivity ever since she was a little girl. And she exhibited this with everyone she encountered. What surprised us a bit, though, was the sheer number of people that Nicole touched and inspired, and how broad, meaningful, and significant these interactions were with others. We realized that during Nicole's short life, she was weaving an ever-growing and larger net with each meaningful connection and purposeful interaction she made. The result was a net larger than most of us could imagine and achieve in our lifetime. Nicole cast this vast net over everyone who was in her interconnected community. Many of us go through life in pursuit of happiness and success and never find this in our lifetime. It appears that in Nicole's young 19 years, she cracked the code, created a blueprint, or at the very least, provided us with inspiration in ways we could make that pursuit more effective and efficient. Nicole posted various quotes and words of inspiration on her bedroom wall. Something we just noticed. We taught her about, early on, personal development. I encouraged her to do that since she was early on in elementary school. And to my surprise, she really picked that up. And so she created a vision wall. And, when we came home from the hospital, right there where her music studio was, where she would compose music, write lyrics, she had guitars there and her keyboard. She had this vision wall with all the quotes and the people that inspired her. And one of those quotes in particular resonated with us when we came home from the hospital. And it reads, "What is the most important day? It's today, because it's the only one that exists. If we can believe that you can be present, when you are present, you are not stressed. You have all the time you need, so long as you are not straining towards yesterday while reaching for tomorrow." We created these cards with that quote on it, and I will be passing them out at the reception. And it really encapsulates who Nicole was and was evident in her daily routine and interaction. Nicole had a strong faith and maintained great courage through adversity. She touched us in the most simple yet profound manner. She made us feel that we mattered and helped us bridge conflicts. Her big heart was infectious, and her big smile lit up the room. Nicole's actions were always in the service of others, never for personal gain. Her optimism and positive attitude moved mountains. In her passing, Nicole left a remarkable legacy through that example that she set. She has forced us to reassess our values, our priorities, what is most important, and what truly matters in life. Nicole left these and other seeds in all of us, right here in our hearts. We honor Nicole's memory and her legacy by how we personally ensure that these seeds are nurtured so they continue to grow and spread to others and future generations. So how do we do that? Nicole strongly believed in the concept of a ripple, a pebble thrown into a pond, one seemingly insignificant action resulting into great good in our community, swelling into a significant movement without bounds. This is where I ask your assistance. A bit of a friendly challenge to everyone here today. Let's call it the hashtag Nicole Joy Challenge. I ask that each of us commit to start a ripple. Do just one simple act of joy each day for a week. What are some of the examples from that Nicole left us? Reach out to a friend or family member you have not seen in a long time. Call or write someone important in your life, perhaps an old teacher or a coach, and thank them or show appreciation. Bury the hatchet yourself or help others resolve misunderstandings or long-time disagreements. Volunteer. Nicole loved to volunteer at hospital, senior homes, homeless shelter, the food bank. Random act of kindness. Buy a meal for a homeless person. Pay it forward. She did those things every time we were out. Run. As you can tell, she loved to run. Cross country, so go outdoors and do some physical activity. Something that maybe a lot of us have been wanting to do but been putting it off for a while. Do something to strengthen or reconnect with your faith. Do something new that you have never done before or were too scared to try. Donate to charity or some cause that you are passionate about. These are some of the examples she left us. After you have done your week of daily acts of joy, hopefully you're inspired and transformed to make these simple acts of joy a permanent part of your life, just as they were for Nicole. Then, to spread that ripple, perhaps you can challenge other family and friends to do the same and have them continue that ripple and ask them to extend the next set, and so on and so on. I think that's what she would have wanted. This is the ripple that she started. And if we took that in our hearts and tried to do that for a week and pass it on to somebody else, that good that she started, that seed that we have here in our hearts, will continue to grow. If you and your friends are able, please share your challenge and your daily acts of joy on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. She loved the social media, and oftentimes that's how she connected with a lot of you and a lot of us. Use that hashtag, Nicole Joy Challenge, so we can see how this ripple effect really expands. And hopefully this can inspire others to do the same. Also, visit NicoleLedina.com. We created that website, or that domain for her several years ago in hopes of being able to promote the projects that she was working on, the music that she was going to create. So today, we want to use that as a tribute to her and to honor her memory. If you would like to help share and extend her legacy, make sure you sign up for that email list so we can update you on all the activities and projects we'll carry on for her. The last thing I have is, a thought leader. I started off, live, love, matter. A thought leader that Nicole really liked and followed, one of the ones I introduced to her early on, is a gentleman named Brendan Burchard. He teaches that when each of us reaches this point, the end of our life here on earth, we should ask ourselves, did I live? Did I love? And did I matter? Can we say that same when we reach this point? Nicole definitely lived, she loved, and she mattered. Thank you.